Money. It is something we all want, but do we really talk about money? We have the smallest knowledge as regards to managing our money and our finances. Within the family, between spouses, there's like little knowledge when it comes to finances and managing your money. Even within kids and their parents, little knowledge is passed to their kids. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to another video. Today's video I'll be sharing with you money lessons I learned in my early 20s, because currently it's not even I'm approaching, I'm in my late 20s, and I just feel it is going to be okay to share some of the lessons I learned, because I noticed that most of my subscribers are people in their 20s. Yeah. So without further ado and without wasting too much of your time, my name is msitunuoluwa and I'm a YouTuber based in Nigeria. Let's head right into the business of today. First thing I will talk about is, if you do not need it, don't get it or don't buy it. Honestly, in my early 20s, I'm that person that loves to get, like, I just keep buying stuff. I see this, I buy this. Take for example, let's say I have like a black heels and I went shopping to get something and I see another black heels, I get another black heels. Meanwhile, I really do not need it. And at the end of the day, I notice that these things keep gathering dust, and then you end up disposing it or giving it out to someone, which at the end of the day it is wasted money because you're not getting that money back. You get me? So if you do not need it, don't buy it, girl. Don't buy it, guy, because it is money, and that money you are not going to get it back. So instead of using it to buy something you do not need, instead use it to buy something you actually need and you would actually use. The next thing is going to be save to grow your money. We keep hearing this, like, fine, it is not bad saving money in the bank. You can have like emergency money in the bank and have where you are saving your money to make it grow. I started saving intentionally when I was I think in my second year of uni. In the past, I would save to buy something. You get, so you would say, oh, I'm saving because I'm saving this money because I want to buy like a bag, or I want to get this for myself. I'm not saying saving to buy stuffs are bad, but at the end of the day, while you're saving to buy stuff, also save to grow your money, right? You may invest in stuff, but before investing, make sure you understand, you have a knowledge of what you're investing in. Also, save for emergency. Now, sometimes we say we are saving money, but then we are not leaving aside emergency funds. I think I made that mistake earlier on when I started saving money. I would save, and for some reason, I wouldn't save like for emergency funds. So, at the end of the day, let's say I have like an emergency to attend to, I end up digging into my savings, which shouldn't be. If you are saving to grow your money, you should also have money for raining days. You should also have money for emergency, so that come rain, come shine, if anything happens and you need money, you can always go or dip into your emergency fund instead of dipping into your savings. Honestly, I started doing this like, I think like 3 years ago. Before, whenever somebody gives me money, I'm like, oh, share free money, oh yeah, now let's enjoy yourself. But like I said, as you grow, you keep learning, right? This was one of the mistakes I made early on in my early 20s, where whenever I see like free money, I just like, just splurge and buy stuff. But now that I'm approaching my late 20s, I save those kind of money. I either save it, invest it, or use it to do something that I know is going to like bring me more. Another thing I want to talk about is, do not be oppressed or do not feel intimidated. Early on, even right in my early 20s, what other people were doing didn't freak me that much. But in the society we have currently, things have changed from when I was in my early 20s compared to now that I am in my late 20s. People get so pressed with what they are seeing online, what they are seeing their friends achieve, what they are seeing their friends buy. Now, I love to tell myself the truth, right? girl, you can't afford it. The earlier, the better you understand that, the better it will get for you when it comes to money, right? So now, I've heard stories of people whereby they really don't have that money, but because of the way their friends are living their life, they end up, you see them borrowing money just to have that kind of life they see other people have. I would say you are not being money conscious. Is it something you can afford? Now, I may have that money in my savings, but if I take that money out to buy an human hair, currently, buying that human hair wouldn't make me that money back. So why would I want to do that at this stage of my life when I know that I can't afford it yet? And this is where most of us make the mistake. Now, we keep acquiring stuffs that wouldn't, you know, give us that returns. What I'm saying in essence is, if you can't afford it, then live within your means. And at the end of the day, when you get to that stage in life, you yourself will know that, okay, I can afford these things now, and then I can buy it. And like I always say, the person you are looking at, or the person you are being oppressed with, you don't know where the person is getting their money from, right? You don't know the kind of job they have. You may be a student, and the person you are looking at is someone who is working, someone who has a 9 to 5, someone who has investments, someone who has businesses running for them that is bringing them money on a regular basis, while you are a student. So, don't compare yourself. Don't be oppressed by what you see. Live within your means, and honestly, that way you will be able to manage your money in your Another thing I want to talk about is invest in things that are legit. I know we are aware of, Stally. If you do not understand what you are putting your money into, fine. Honestly, all these stuffs, all these schemes, they call them schemes, they are so enticing. They are so juicy. They tell you, oh, bring 5 people and then you get 10,000 naira. But at the end of the day, you need to sit back and understand, when they pay you 20,000 naira, these other people that are coming in, how will they pay them? From the money of the people they bring in also. And that is how it continues. So now, because it is so enticing, you get 10,000, you want to go ahead and say, let me put back this 10,000. You make 20,000, put in this 30,000, and that way at the end of the day you put in 100,000 naira, and honestly the system will always crash, and then the system crashes and then all your money is gone. No, I'll try and leave a link to a video. I don't know if I can insert a link to that video. It's a video I'm watching currently on Netflix, which is about money. You have to have your own belief. Whatever you were told, right? Whatever you've seen people do, whatever you were exposed to, you have to withdraw yourself, because at the end of the day, your beliefs mold you to be the person you are. For you to have like a different understanding, a different knowledge of money, you need to like take yourself out from the belief you have as regards to money growing up, right? And honestly, that is what has helped me when I was in my mid-20s till now, right? So some of the things I've seen, some of the things I've heard, I withdrew myself, and I'm like, I need to learn more about money. I need to have like a better understanding about money. Read more on money. Watch videos, watch documentaries on money. This will help broaden your knowledge. This will help open your eyes, or make you understand there are some things that are really not important that we've given so much power to. Another thing I also want to talk about is invest in things. Basically, I would say invest in things you understand. If someone says, okay, this is good, do your research on this stuff, understand it, right? So now when I started saving, I started saving with Cowrywise. Then I started using Piggyvest, right? Till date, I really don't use Cowrywise again, but I still use Piggyvest. Now, when I grew and when I understood more about money and I wanted to like invest, I started with Bamboo, and from there I moved into RiseVest. RiseVest is also an investing platform. So there are other investing platforms you can check. you can always go read more on these things and understand them before you go into them. So don't say because I talked about all these apps then you should just go. No, understand why you are investing, understand the increased margin before you go into it. It's not a must for you to invest only in stock. There are other things you can invest in. You can invest in landed properties, you know, because honestly people in their early 20s are doing so well now, and people in their late 20s, right? Some people, like I'm in my late 20s, there are amazing people in their early 20s who are doing so well than I am, right? So let's say you have someone like that, you can invest in landed properties, you can buy land, you can buy, I think people buy, what's it called? People buy gold also. It's like just like save money to tie money down, right? Now, growing up, I know my mom, as a then, would always buy gold to like tie money down. That's how they say it then. So you can also do stuffs like this. Read more, ask around, ask your parents, you know, talk to your siblings. You get me? Now, another thing I want to say is you can, let's say you have people who are like-minded as you and they also want to start saving. You can start with these people and then you guys are accountable to each other. I know Piggyvest do this whereby you have like a section in the app whereby you can save with people. So let's say the goal people want to achieve is like, let's say like 500,000 naira. There's a way they do it whereby you have to like you save and at the end of that period everyone can go with their money. So you can check Piggyvest to see how to do that. That is if you want to have people you want to save it, because at the end of the day some people find it hard to save, so they can save this month and the next month they are not saving, or 2 months down the line they are not saving. But when they have like an accountability partner, it gets easier. So this is something you can also do as well. One money lesson I would say I learned in my early 20s is there are friends that will push you to spend beyond your means, right? There are friends that will push you to say, it's no, yeah, nah, there's this bag, don't you like it? They are the ones that are sending you the latest. Now, if you know you can't afford it, I would say try as much as possible to stay away from friends like this, or you can always say no. Like, I know some people find it really hard to say no. Like, most people can't say no. Like, it's always yes. But if you can, try as much as possible to say no. It is not a must for you to like shed these people off. You can always avoid them, or you can always say no. So on days when they're telling you, okay, what is the next thing we are buying, instead of like buying into their idea, instead of saying yes to them, you can always say no. And no. Now, honestly, like I love to say this, it is funny, but it is the honest truth. It is so easy to spend money than it is to acquire money. To acquire money, you have to work your ass off. Even if you're not working your ass off, you still need to do something because the money won't fall from heaven. But to spend money, oh my god, spending money is so sweet. You love it. I love it. These are some of the lessons I've learned, and these are some of the things I've put in place that has set me up for my late 20s. And I would always say, what you do in your 20s will set you up for your 30s. What you do in your 30s will set you up for your 40s. And it goes on like that. It's more of a ripple effect. I hope you've learned one or two things from today's video. Let me know what stood out for you in today's video. Or let me know if there's something I didn't mention that would benefit the viewers. Leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget, like I always say, that you are enough and you matter and everything is figure outable. See you in my next video. Bye.